Hey Eagles! Welcome to another edition of Gctv. I'm Buddy Jackson here with Lexi Page.
I hope you guys had a great weekend. In case you didn't know, this week here at Graves County is We Read Week. If you haven't gotten your book today, classes will go tomorrow to pick out a book. Each day this week, students will read from their books for 10 minutes, each class period. Ms. House tells us a little more.
We Read Week is going to happen next week. It will be happening Monday through Friday. On Monday and Tuesday, all the students will be coming through the library during their English classes, and they will get to select a book, one of these. We've got lots of great selections. And it's a book of their own choosing, whatever they want. And then during their classes, all week long, they'll be given 10 minutes per period to read their book. So this is just a way of encouraging students to read for fun. And I think it's a really exciting time. A lot of the students in the past couple of years have really enjoyed it, and they have a hard time picking which book they've got because we've got such great choices. And I think this year we've probably got the best choices ever. So we've got more books and more choices, and it's going to be a lot of fun for the students.
Thanks, Ms. Isles. Be sure to bring your book to every class this week.
Juniors and sophomores taking the PSAT will report to first period Wednesday, October 17th for attendance, and then will immediately be sent to their testing sites.
If your last name starts with A through G, report to room B16.
Last names H through N report to room E25.
And last names O through Z report to room E41.
Again, this is this Wednesday for all juniors and sophomores taking the PSAT.
Project Lead the Way classes will hold an open house at 5:30 next Monday, October 22nd in the PAC. Students and parents are invited.
Students taking the ACT, if you don't add your photo by October 23rd, your registration for the October 27th ACT will be canceled.
FBLA members, you have the chance to go to Six Flags on Sunday, October 28th. The cost to go is $34 and is due to Miss Gaddis no later than October 22nd.
Don't forget to bring in your gently used and clean coats to your first period teacher by October 19th. The first period class that brings the most wins a buffet breakfast. Please be generous with your giving.
The Red Cross blood drive is this Friday. Students 16 and older can give blood. Registration will be held in the Commons during lunches on Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Coming up during the break, we have Chase Woolley to tell us more about the weekend Eagle action.
The football team pulled off a huge win this weekend, and the soccer and volleyball teams get ready for regionals. What's up, Eagle Nation? The team traveled to Christian County Friday night to face off against the Colonels. Christian was favored by almost everyone to win Friday, but the Eagles had other intentions. With 31 carries for 218 yards and 5 touchdowns, Zach Catherine led the team to a 42-37 win. The Eagles will travel to Hopkinsville this Friday to wrap up only the second district title in school history. Zach is also a candidate for this week's Gridiron Glory Performance of the Week, so log on to WPSVLocal6.com/sports to vote for him. Tonight, the Lady Eagles soccer team travels to Paducah to face off against the Tornado in the first round of the regional tournament. This game will begin at 5:45, and with the win, the Lady Eagles will be back in the regional championship. Also, the volleyball team will be heading to Lone Oak to play the Purple Flash in the regional tournament. This game will begin at 6. And the St. Louis Cardinals put together another amazing comeback on Friday night. The Cardinals were trailing by 6 runs after the 3rd inning, but the Cards fought back. In the top of the ninth, the Cards were trailing only 5-7 and were down to their last strike for 2 straight batters, as David Freese managed to draw a walk, and then Daniel Descalso delivered a 2 RBI single to tie it up at 7. The rookie Pete Cosma then came up and gave the Cardinals a 9-7 lead with his 2 RBI single. St. Louis finished the game off in the bottom of the ninth with Jason Mott closing the game out. They are up in the series 1-0 on the Giants after defeating them 6-4 last night. Chris Carpenter takes the mound tonight facing off against Ryan Vogelsong. First pitch is at 7 on Fox. Well, that's all for sports. Be sure to head out to support soccer and volleyball teams as they play in the regional tournament this week. For Gctv, I'm Chase Woolley.
Hey GC, how was your weekend? You go to any children's birthday parties? Well, sounds like fun. It's time for the weather. Today we're going to have a high of about 71 degrees with a low of 46. Tomorrow we're going to have a high of about 79 with a low of 55, mostly sunny. On Wednesday it's going to be breezy with a high of 77, a low of 51, and an 80% chance of showers. This has been your GC weather.
Students interested in participating on the Future Problem Solvers team should meet an E25 after school today.
Tryouts for the boys basketball team will be from 3:30 to 5 today and tomorrow. If you want to try out, you need to speak with Coach Birdsong before the tryouts.
FFA members need to meet tomorrow during CCR in the Ag Shop.
Bowling team, don't forget practices start this week. Practices will be on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Art Club members interested in a t-shirt need to see Miss Cope or Paxton Pear. T-shirts are $9 and orders and payments are due the 17th.
Before we go, we need to say congrats to the GCHS Screaming Eagle Band. Color Guard won Best in Class and Best Overall. Percussion won Best in Class and Second Overall. This was out of 15 bands. Congrats, Eagles.
That's all we have for today's show. Keep reading, GC.